Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At point guard, Chris. At power forward, at center, Robin Lopez. At the other guard position, Zach Levine. At the other guard position, Wayne Wade. The head coach of the visiting team is
Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Utah Jazz. And Chris, it must be fun for you watching two teams who look for a lot of their offense in the low block.
I mean, there's a real art to being on that low block. If you think about it, you can facilitate just like a point guard. All you have to do is just be dominant down there. When you do that, you'll cause a double team. Your height, your position, where you're on the floor, you can see over other players, and you can find that open man. It's like playing the point guard, just from a different position.
So it's physical, but there is a lot of nuance to it as well, correct?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely physical. Much more physical than being out top of that front of the key. But if you can handle it correctly, that means you have more space, you can be more efficient, use less dribbles, and also now with the way that players play and their skill set, they space the floor so much, so it's harder for a player to get to you and help. And if a player does commit to you with that help, that means you can find an open man and make the defense pay.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Dunn and Levine, their backcourt. Here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. And it's Wade in at the 3 slot. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and Greg get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Maybe. Now here's Levine. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Here's Johnson. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one drops.
And that jumper of Johnson is pure. I mean, doesn't pay the defense any mind, even when they're right up on it.
Now, here's Dunn. Feeds to Wade. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
And Rubio kicks to Hood. The pass to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got his first points of the night.
I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
Mirotic has a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Gobert. That shot no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Utah out in front, up by 2. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Oh, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Portis is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Grant, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Now here is Holiday. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Exum dishes to Uretko. Burks the pass to Favors. Burks against Wade. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop. And guys, it was just announced last season that the Jazz had transferred the team's ownership to a legacy trust intended to keep the team in Utah for generations to come. Apparently, the move is a first of its kind in major North American pro sports.
Look, Wade is an intelligent guy. High basketball IQ. He knows where to be off the screen. He's going to capitalize every time.
Uretko kicks to Exum. They set the pick. Mitchell dishes to Favors. Favors sets the pick for Exum. Just 4 to shoot. That one drops for him. Exum's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah. Greg, you look at the Jazz, that legacy trust means that all profits are reinvested right back into the team.
I mean, a tremendous move, recognizing that the team belongs to Utah and the people of Salt Lake City. This is truly a community asset.
Wade has always been a gifted mid-range scorer. I mean, his jumper, extremely consistent.
Now, here's Exum. Kicks to Burks. Now the feed to Favors. Shoots from the elbow and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Jazz lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
And welcome
Show.
to halftime. Hey, what a fantastic time of the year. NBA season getting underway. Hey,
I'm excited. I am really excited. I am really excited, honey.
Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, Ernie, I'm not even a player anymore, but I'm not happy with the soft defense they had. Full of holes, allowing over 60% shooting, ridiculous fellas. It's amazing that they're still in this game. I think it's going to come down to how bad they want it. I even want it. Ernie, sign me on a 10-day contract right now.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
The streets and buildings of Salt Lake City lit up gorgeously as we welcome you back to the action here in Utah. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber, an opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
It's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends, some mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s in that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali, he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends John Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciate what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line.
Yes.
And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been a cool podcast.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Utah. Hood out there with Johnson. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Rubio in at the point guard. Alec Burks checked in for Hood. Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. Justin Holiday comes in for Dwayne Wade. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Dunn kicks to Lopez. 17 seconds left in the third. Lopez, a screen on Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dunn. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot.
And you have to love whenever Dunn squares up from mid-range. His jump shot is just money in the bank.
Burks with it. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Bulls leading by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Everybody keep shooting the ball, all right? Jumpers will go, all right? They come in flurries. You miss a couple, you make a couple, all of a sudden, bam, bam.
Wanting to keep it fast and loose, Quinn Snyder asking his guys to stay aggressive on offense.
And you have to take the shots that the system is designed to create. If you don't, everybody gets bogged down, and that creates much bigger problem.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn and Levine, their backcourt. Markkanen is out there with Portis, and it's Holiday in at the small forward. Second chance effort, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Your rep coach checked in for Utah.
What's up?
5 throw. Good. Portis.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Now here's Favors. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Chicago leading by 5. Markkanen kicks to Levine. Over Ingles. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Rubio, the pass to Jerebko. Favors inside. Kicks it out to Rubio. Favors with the screen. Out to the right wing. Johnson down low. Working on Portis. Shoots from 12. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. And Hood subbed in for Jerebko. Chicago also making some changes. Lopez comes in for Markkanen. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Justin Holiday. There's the pick. Dunn kicks to Portis. Pass to Wade. Over Hood. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 9. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Jerebko's checked in for Johnson. Mitchell comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Here's Wade, following the score by Rodney Hood. Lopez with the ball. Now defended by Gobert.
Now look, I like seeing Wade get loose inside. He's effective at converting deep in the post.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And one area of concern for Dunn, hitting his free throws with consistency, because he has the temperament to draw fouls.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Expanding his range. Utah the rebound. Hood for three. Kicks it out to Rubio. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Dwayne, you really got on the glass tonight. How did that happen?
Yeah, coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
Well, you helped him in a big way, Dwayne. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you later.